Another one for Al Cuerpo Boxing. So I've been seeing for the past maybe 2 or 3 weeks that by the way, I thought the phone is supposed to follow you. Isn't that what they said with the 17 Pro? That if you move it, it's gonna follow you on the framing. Whatever, whatever. Anyways, the last couple of weeks, man, a lot of cats have been talking about that Terrence Crawford needs to fight somebody at 154 or 160. Rarely, I mean, you don't hear people really talk about 168, but I don't understand how fans could even want anything below 168. There's so many circumstances, and Terrence Crawford has already proven, he's proven that he can bang at 168. Now, for fans that think that Crawford can't bang at 168, then there's a lot of flaws going out in the game. Really, if you really think about it, all right? Because we know Canelo is a hard hitter at 168. I mean, what more difficult is there? What's difficulty above Canelo Alvarez, if let's say at 168? So obviously, anything from 154, 168, you'd probably want to bet on Crawford to win, be it the cards or whatever, man. So for me, because I see a lot of fans crying about the pound for pound list, saying that it's hard to bump Usyk off the pound for pound, right? And then you got fans saying that because Usyk's at heavyweight, the pounds are somewhat unlimited above 200 pounds, right? Okay, so we get that. Then at the same time, they don't want to acknowledge Inoue, right? So then where does Crawford go from here? It means that fans put a bigger stepping stone on Crawford to do something better than the Canelo win or to really justify pound for pound number one, right? Because now I get it why fans were complaining about before the Canelo fight that, Canelo was already beaten, that Canelo is slipping, he's old, and that's why Crawford's going to win. Okay, so maybe I missed that part. But so then that means if that's the case, if we truly believe that, that means that Crawford needs to seek a harder fight above 160, right? If we're in agreement here. So who could Crawford fight at 168 or above? I mean, if Crawford were to fight somebody at 175, I even mentioned before, like a Crawford versus Bivol at 175 would be a very interesting fight. Be very interesting fight. As a matter of fact, now that fans are like totally in agreement about that a fighter doesn't have to do what the fans want him to do, right? For example, Shakur saying it, or fans justifying defense. If that's the case, then guys, if that's the case, and you want to be safe and secure victory and points, then why not do Crawford versus Benavidez? At this point, if fans are justifying slickness and evasion, well, then Terrence Crawford could probably beat Benavidez then, right? Why does Crawford have to go to Benavidez in the fight? Crawford has the speed and evasiveness to probably do something at 175. Maybe. I don't know. I'm probably pushing it there. What about Crawford versus Bivol, right? I mean, could you imagine that if Crawford were to beat Bivol, then I think Crawford would be cemented as probably one of the best top five to ever lace it up. I would honestly believe that. If Crawford would have beat Bivol at 175 and he gets benefit of doubt for any style he wants to rock, then I would say 175, 175 versus Bivol would be really good. Maybe even better BF, right? Because guys, I still got Canelo doing some good things at 175. Fans still want the Benavidez fight. I don't know if that ever happened. Whatever. But put it this way, guys. Put it like this, because today I was thinking a lot about maybe I should do some more Inoue videos because I'm a big fan of Inoue. If Inoue were to be three times undisputed at 126. That means he beats Nick Ball, he beats Divino Espinosa, and he beats Angelo Leo. I mean, if you were to beat those three guys in a run or fashion the way Canelo did at 168, then I think technically and probably fans might perceive that Inoue career and legacy beats Terrence Crawford. Maybe even it even beats Usyk's guys. If Inoue were to become three-time undisputed at 126, derailing Divino Espinoza, like Angelo Leo, and Nick Ball, guys, that's something else. That means the stepping stones are even higher now for boxers in the future. Let me do some quick shout outs here. Sumay, 21 official, what up though? Cesare, Hajul, what up though? So that's what I want, guys. I still think that the Canelo versus Crawford rematch is going to happen. It's to me, it sounds weird because, or it feels weird that Canelo and Crawford are very quiet nowadays. They're just very quiet. Canelo got the surgery. The Saudis probably really need Crawford and Canelo. I mean, the fans are even crying that boxing's kind of gone dead. I don't think so. I think we're just taking a break. It's just a bad dip right now. It's not because of Canelo Crawford. It's just like I think we're just waiting for more fights. That's all. That's all. I still think Canelo Crawford was an amazing, great fight. Tactical breakdown. For the future kids that are going to watch that fight, they're going to learn a lot from that fight. What you should do as far as circumstances, defending your status if you're undisputed, and just be more careful and insecure about the scoring in boxing, man. You know. So I guess let's go back to Crawford a bit. I mean, 154 guys. Who you want him to fight Boots? If anything, I don't even see it like that. I think Boots, if he's that good, get a strap at 154. Maybe fight a young Xander Zayas. After that, I don't even mind if Boots doesn't wait at 154 to become undisputed. If he can be that, Virgil Ortiz is another top dog. By the way, Fundora Thurman is a video I want to do it on it as well. But I think Boots should move to 160 also. Why not, man? I'm telling you, like Crawford, Boots is bigger than Crawford, obviously. I think Crawford moving up to 168 for Canelo straps puts a different standard for other guys to do the same, to take risks and dares, man. So I like that, you know? You guys know me. I like dares, man. I like daring to be great. That's why I'm down for Bivol and Beterbiev ready to go to cruiser. The current cruisers can fight at heavyweight. Some even acknowledged heavyweight, right? I've been wanting one of the light heavyweight champs to derail Badu Jack, get one of those straps. So that's what I think. And by the way, speaking of age right now, Canelo Alvarez, shout out to him because 20 years already, 20 years, man, deep as a pro. Started in 2005, guys. Jeez, this dude's already 20 years deep in the game. The only guy to topple that right now is Manny Pacquiao, who started back in 95, guys. Manny Pacquiao, guys, 46 years old. When I was 14, yeah, when I was 14, Pac started his pro career, man. Shout out to Manny Pacquiao. The third guy, guys, that a lot of you don't know is Keith Thurman, man. That's why I want Keith Thurman to beat Fundora as an underdog because Keith Thurman's been fighting since 2007, 17 years, no, 18 years pro, 17 or yeah, 18 years pro, guys. Keith Thurman, 18 years pro. After that is the Charlos, Wilder, Crawford. They started in 2008, if I'm not mistaken, right? And I hope I'm getting that right. And so they're 17 years deep as pros. So, anyways, man, I think that Terrence Crawford doesn't need to prove anything at 154, at maybe or 160. If anything, maybe 160. I don't mind it, but I mean, I want to see more challenging fights, man. You know, sink or swim. When you want courage and braveness and daring to be great, you got to put yourself in real deep waters, man. Crawford versus Bivol would be an amazing fight. I mean, just imagine that. When's the last time we got an all great American going up at that difference? The last guy to do it really was Roy Jones Jr. against John Ruiz, right? That gap in weight, or I guess even Usyk finding that Tyson Fury. I mean, you guys got to take weight variance, okay? Take that in consideration, and that's why I think, if anything, 168 or 175, I think Terrence Crawford might be able to do some things. He might even be a little bit bigger too at going at 175. So just think about that for a second, guys. I got to cut out. So I'll catch you guys for another one. Al Cuerpo Boxing to the body. Peace.